Ah.
Boom, boom. Obligatory monoplane wave.
Fred, pull it together. Don't
Okay.
die.
I know. I think I need to get some like water. Give me like 2
Okay.
seconds. Is it closing on me?
Although loneliness has always been a friend of mine.
Oh, why'd you do this? It's gonna be in my head now.
Just shake it off.
Oh my God, Michael.
I didn't even hear it. What was the joke?
I knew it.
Goose.
Seriously though, that whole video is gonna play out in my stupid brain now.
I'm sorry about that.
I'm not. I miss the very young boys. I'm very excited to go see the Backstreet Boys live 21 years after I saw them live for the first time. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm old. Those motherfuckers are old. And they're going to be out there singing the same fucking tunes that they sang to 13-year-old, 12-year-old Stacy and trying to do fucking dance moves that their bodies can't fucking handle anymore in unison. And I'm just going to be like, y'all, stop.
Listen.
Oh.
Or it's going to be fucking magical, like St. Patrick.
Yeah. So my best friend is a huge Britney Spears fan. Went to see Britney Spears live like last year or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it was an amazing show. She was like, oh my gosh. I think that those people that keep their bodies fit and are just dancing and doing their thing, because they've had like, what is it, a Las Vegas show for like 2 years now, at least?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's still going to be good. I think you're
It's like a
gonna enjoy
bicycle.
it.
You just,
It's like a bicycle.
Yeah.
I think I'm still gonna freak the F out, honestly, because when I purchased the tickets and I knew I was going, it was one of those things that I was just like overwhelmed by inner teenage Stacy going, holy shit.
Yeah. I have never gone. All of my friends went to see an NSYNC concert. Like, so you know how you, like, I don't know if this is everyone's experience, but in my teenage experience, everyone had like their own little group of friends.
Mhm.
And I had a group of 4 friends. It was, I was one of 4, right? And the weekend before school started, they all went to see NSYNC in concert and did not invite me to go because they knew that I was a really big Backstreet Boys fan and that I might make fun of them for being excited. And I was just like, no, I mean, I would have wanted to go. And they were like, no, you wouldn't have. And I was like,
Aw.
okay.
They put on a good concert.
fucking
Yeah.
add you to my list.
Yeah. And then the shitty thing is that the Backstreet Boys, after they were like, well, next time the Backstreet Boys are in, we'll all just go. And I was like, cool. So we're going to do this. This was like when I was in the 9th grade. The Backstreet Boys never toured in Texas the entire time that I was in high school.
Oh my god.
The entire time.
Jeez.
I was just like, well, thanks, guys.
And now you still remember it.
I still remember it. Yeah, it's a big slight that I still remember. I will never let it go, to be honest.
Fair.
Wow.
Until next September when you go to see the Backstreet Boys.
But see, here's the thing about this, is that I know what I want my experience to be. And the experience will cost me like a good $1.50, possibly 2. And I'm like, do I give a shit that much, or would I just like to keep it in my heart?
Yeah, because
How much are tickets?
I paid $40. I'm in the nosebleeds. They have $167 tickets that are on the floor, but not in the front area, which is the only good area if you're going to be on the floor.
Yeah.
They have an area called the DNA Circle, which is it's a pit in the middle of the the stage that goes around it, guys. So like to the left of this little stage outcropping is a DNA circle, and then to the right is the same thing, and then right in the middle, which I'm assuming is only called that because you're going to be spat on, sweated on.
No, that's the name of their new album.
Is it?
It's DNA. That's the name of their new album.
No, it's because you're going to be
It's
sweated on.
because you're going to be spat on. You're
Blackstone.
going to be sweated
Why wouldn't
on.
everything be called the DNA circle then? But that's what it is when you're that close. Like, you're right there. If they're sweating and swinging their hair all over the place while they're dancing, it's getting on you, and I hope that's what you want.
That's what I
But
want.
yeah,
Yeah, but those tickets are like $2,600.
yeah, those tickets in the middle there, fuck yeah, they're
Your tears
expensive.
sustain me. No, fucking literally.
If you want anything decent, you're gonna pay out the ass. I will say the VIP experience was only like $2,000 per ticket, and I was like, surely
Only.
I can just remortgage my house so that I can meet the motherfuckers in person.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, probably not gonna go.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Anyways, what I probably will do is start this game.
Oh yeah, I guess
Oh.
we should do that.
Okay, record.
And is
Oh, shit.
everyone ready to
Recording.
record?
Yes.
Does everyone have their software up?
I
Yeah.
know
We
that
got my
Veronica's
hardware
staring
up.
at me right now.
Okay, ready? In 3, 2, 1, click.
I clicked it early.
I did
Oh my
it.
Did you
Wait,
really?
do we have to stop?
Do we need to stop and
So
start?
no, wait. I'm gonna reach 10 seconds now.
I
Yeah,
was
you
like,
clicked it
no.
early.
You're legitimately only 0.6 seconds earlier than me,
Okay, that's
so
fine.
that's
sorry,
fine.
Sorry, Hero. It's really V's fault, but I'm gonna apologize to you.
All right. Okay, well, welcome back to another thrilling adventure hour. Oh, wait, no, just
That's
kidding.
another
That's a joke.
podcast.
Welcome back to another episodes of Cribs.
Well, welcome
We're
to
checking
Night
out
Vale.
Darius Hemsley's house.
Welcome to St. Paxton, guys. The last time we were here, you guys actually made it. I'm super excited. But that's not how we enter this podcast. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Cthulhu and Friends. I am so excited to be here. I am your game master, Veronica, and I am joined by
Stacy, who's playing Bellamy.
Mike, who's playing Todd B.
This is Fred playing Edward.
And Steph playing Clara.
Oof. So excited to have you guys in St. Paxton, where you belong, where I will keep you.
Definitely.
Mike, what happened in the last episode?
Last time on Cthulhu and Friends, I got a silver token and sticky.
And Peppermint Pocket.
Okay, what was the line that you said, Stacy, that we ended on? Did we even know him? Blah blah blah.
Oh, I was gonna say
Yeah, I'm
we
starting
do
to
the
think I
cuss.
didn't even know him. We do the cuss.
We do the cuss. They're never gonna let us back on Twitch. We do too much cuss and we do too much sin.
That's probably correct.
Cuss and sin.
I'm
Cussin.
not your cousin.
Cuss.
Oh my gosh.
I loved that actually. Okay, so the last time we were here, you guys were talking about whether or not you even knew Darius, and Patty is just sitting in the carriage alongside you, listening to all of this, taking notes.
Like a fucking creeper. Am I right?
I mean, look who her son is.
Taking notes.
Queen creeper.
She takes her job seriously. She's the manager of the visitor center.
Yo, this
I
better
do
not
take
end
my
up on
job
one of her
seriously.
episodes.
What?
Lady, quit
Oh,
interrupting.
no.
We're recording a podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's like radio, but for the internet.
What's the internet?
Well, you
You know.
see.
It's a surprise.
Darius and I had a special connection.
Oh
Really?
god. I knew he was married.
Get it? It was the internet. Okay. Sorry.
God,
We
what if
can
Devin
start
is
over.
Darius's
None of
love
that was
child?
canon.
Okay. Sorry.
End scene.
That's a wrap, guys. Good job.
Good job.
I'm not going to start the scene. You guys were in the middle of a conversation.
Okay, so I said maybe we didn't know him, or maybe we didn't know him as well as we thought we did.
Yeah.
But he was like family.
Yeah, we thought. But look at this.
I refuse. It's gonna be a big reveal. It's gonna be a big surprise. We're gonna be laughing mad about it in no time at all.
Yeah, he'll make it up for us and be like, "Wasn't that a good joke?" And look at all this cool stuff I made that you'll appreciate.
Guys, how is this going to be a big joke? Like, look at this crest here in. I'm blanking. What do we call this
carriage.
thing?
A carriage.
Carriage. I'm like chariot, wagon. None of these are correct.
Because she put the old lady up to putting us in the carriage. He knew. He knew we were gonna be here.
I didn't believe it at first, but I'm with Todd now. Like, it has to be just a big joke. Darius would not keep something like this from us unless
How
it
much would
was
something like this cost? Like, what do you mean?
Oh, I mean, millions, probably billions of dollars have gone into the development of St. Paxton Island. And while I am interrupting you, I'm going to just give you each one of these. And she hands you a set of keys. Each of the keys, or I'm sorry, each of the rings has 5 keys on it. And on one of the keys, it just has ML on it. Engraved.
Who the fuck is Mike Lane?
Oh, I don't know anyone of that name.
Damn it, Mike.
ML? What does that stand for, Patty?
That's Malsado Lago. That's your home for now.
Oh, that was the mansion
Right.
you mentioned. What are the other keys for?
I don't know exactly. Could I see? I could probably guess.
Yeah, take a look at it.
So she takes one. Okay, well, this one definitely is for the visitor center. I would say this one is probably for City Hall, Police Department. But these two, I don't know.
I mean, those are pretty important keys. Hand it over.
Well, they're for you. See? And there's a little key tag on it, and it's also engraved with each of your names. And when you flip over the keychain, there is an engraved bird on it.
Do we know what kind of bird it is?
Is it a blue
Hold.
bird?
It is
Hey,
not.
hey, Todd, you know birds, right? Like, what kind of bird is this?
Yeah, give me a science.
Or an outdoorsman?
Whatever.
Albatross.
Or a what? What do I have?
I'm sorry, how many keys were on the ring?
5.
Okay.
Chemistry isn't going to help me much.
A biology would help you, but you don't have it.
I don't know much about birds and the bees, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, you can roll a biology. You just don't have any additional points to put
Yes.
into it.
I think outdoorsman would suit it well, though.
Okay, this is just a 3 to pass, so you can choose whether or not you're going to use one of your points for that.
Yeah, I'll use 1 point. So then I just need
A 2 or higher.
2 or higher.
And you're using outdoorsman?
Yeah. It's just 1d6, right?
Uh-huh.
Sorry, it's like it just goes against my mind. I got a 5.
Okay, successful. You are able to say that it's either a raven or a crow. You suspect raven based on the beak, but because it's just an engraving and it's not actually a bird, you can really only make a guess. A more appropriate thing would have been to see if an artist could have identified the engraving for you.
Just waste a fucking point.
Great. Oh well.
Yeah, I'm guessing probably a raven. Just looking at the beak, but I mean it could be a crow, but
And was a raven significant to Darius that we know of?
Oh, well, that's all part of St. Paxton culture and history, really. The raven is a very important bird here. In fact, our high school, well, all of our schools really, the mascot is the raven.
Oh.
Why is that?
I think he just picked it out of a book.
Just like at random?
I mean, probably. A lot of the reasons that a lot of the decisions that he made were mostly for aesthetics. So I don't know that there's a deeper meaning behind it, but perhaps you'll know. I've actually never been inside of the residential quarters of Mosado Lago. So perhaps you'll find additional clues there.
wait. Other than residential quarters, what is there?
Oh, well, Malsado Lago is actually an upscale brunch restaurant. There's a whole staff that runs it.
What?
What?
This just keeps getting crazier.
I think we need to get there and see things because nothing's making sense right now.
As you say that, the carriage comes to a halt. Well, we're almost there. And Patty steps out of the carriage and opens the door for you. And you see an island in the middle of this island. So you're looking out and you see a smaller island with a huge building on it. Well, see, Malsado Lago actually used to be the library some 30 years ago. It has now been restored. Like I said, it is now the upscale brunch, and there are remnants of the library there. But most of the people that want to use the library go to the new library on the north end of town. But you do have your own private library there, so you shouldn't be bored. And then, of course, there's the residential quarters. You'll have an indoor and outdoor pool. You have your own dock. The only problem is that, Mr. Hensley didn't seem to take his boat over to the mainland, so I'm a little worried as to how you're actually going to get over there. But once you get over there, you have the key to get in, and then you can start the service for the restaurant, I suppose. It's probably a good idea to ask the restaurant manager how to get over there.
Isn't the restaurant manager over there at the restaurant?
Well,
How
it's
did they
already
get-
2 p.m. Brunch is over.
But how do they get back and forth?
I would assume by boat.
But where's the boat?
Well, I don't know. You have to ask the manager.
Oh my goodness.
And where would we be able to find the manager?
I don't know.
Well,
you know
Patty,
the
you work at the
managers?
visitor center. Don't you know where everything is?
I work at the visitor center, not the residence center. I do not keep track of the residents, but I keep track of the things that the visitors have to do while they're here. Now, where residents reside is not my job.
Guys, relax.
Can
you-
She's being very helpful.
Yes, so helpful. Can you tell us the name of the manager?
Yes, his name is Carl Toller. That's all O's, though. Tollor.
So Toller.
It's Carl with an A.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not Coral.
Is there a
I don't know why that's funny.
is there a residence center that we could go to find out more about the residents?
High or low for favorable results?
Let's go low.
There is a residence center that you can. Give me 10 seconds. Okay.
Maybe there's like phone books, like for the island, or like a phone directory,
There you
like
go.
Patty's
or they
brother
have
works
like
there.
the history of the residents of the island and stuff.
It's her other son
okay.
works there.
Oh, actually, I have
It's like a
someone
part of City
here.
Hall or something.
So, while there is not a residence center, there is a historian here in town. Her name is Lana Rakowski. She is one of our older residents, so you do have to speak up when you speak with her. And I am sure that she can help you figure out where Mr. Toller lives and how to get in contact with him. She is very resourceful. And then, of course, don't forget you also have use of our public library where you can get information. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Just a quick question. You mentioned that Darius is the mayor, but does he own the island as well? Is he the
Oh, yes.
sole proprietor?
Yeah, exactly. Now, that's the thing about St. Paxton. It is all private property. Now, he does engage in a democracy, though. So even though he owns the property, collectively, we're all making decisions together. It's really quite lovely.
Well, certainly sounds like Darius.
Good. Oh,
Well,
and
Patty, you're sorry, go ahead.
yeah, I was just going to say, if you'll just call me, and she scribbles down 4 digits and hands you the slip of paper. If you'll just give me a call when you've decided which of you is going to be the mayor pro tem, that would be great. Additionally, I'm sure that Darius has left you lots of information at home. I am at the end of probably any useful information for you, but please feel free to reach out if there's any way I can help you. Goodbye.
Thanks.
Okay.
Did she say one of us was going to be the next mayor?
I think Bellamy should do it.
Oh, whoa. No, it should definitely be Clara.
Oh. I mean,
Well, I mean, I'm fine with that too.
Sure. Maybe we should start by getting over there. We can find Darius. We can laugh about the joke. We don't have to worry about.
Yeah, we're not gonna find Darius.
Watch, he's gonna drive by in the boat any second.
Gosh. Jokester.
Anytime.
As the carriage pulls away, a man that looks to be dressed in some sort of like chef's outfit lights a cigarette and then starts smoking next to you.
Excuse me, sir. Can I help you?
Oh, I'm just waiting for the ferry.
To
There's a
That
there's a
place?
ferry.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Oh, there's a ferry.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't Patty know that? Come on.
She doesn't work in Residence Central.
But visitors would want brunch. And there's a ferry.
But
Are you-
brunch is over, so why would there be a ferry going back?
Do you work there?
Well, usually it's every 20 minutes or so.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean, the
Usually.
only time there's not a ferry is, I think, at 5 o'clock or so. But we need to prep for tomorrow, so normally we come in to do the prep and clean up and all that good stuff. So, anyways, it should be here in no time.
oh, are you Carl?
Oh, no, no, I'm sorry. I'm Jimbo, and he extends his hand.
Oh, it's nice to meet you. I'm Clara.
Clara, pleased to meet you as well.
So you oh, sorry. You work at the restaurant?
Yes, I'm a sous chef.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So you know Darius.
Oh, very well. Yes, yes. He's a very kind man. And he starts going down the ramp to the water. Yeah, he and I are great friends, I would say. Speak to him at least once a month. Comes in for brunch regularly. What else can I say about him? Caring. I mean, I had no prospects, well, before St. Paxton Island, and now I live a respectable life. I have a
Wait,
respectable job.
so you remember before St. Paxton Island?
Oh, yes, yes. Yeah,
Oh.
I've lived here for a good 6 months.
Oh, so you don't remember like before it was built, you just remember before you moved here. Oh, okay.
Yes. I used to live in North View, and well, I don't know if you know that. That place is a dump.
What?
Well, it's not that bad.
Envy
They've got that
you,
nice resort.
graduates, all of
Yeah.
us.
Oh. Yeah, there is no more in you.
Wait,
Wait, what?
What?
when did that close?
Well, it didn't close. It just changed its name.
What is it
Oh.
now?
Well, I don't know. I just know it's not in you anymore. What
That's
is it?
weird.
Imu, maybe?
M.
It's only recently changed.
That's weird.
Well, we're here because we're friends of Darius, and Patty was saying he hasn't been around for a couple of days. Do you have any idea where he could have gone?
No. No. Now we don't go over to the residential center, or we don't go over to the residential side of Malsado Lago at all.
Okay, well, I mean, do you mind if we catch this ferry with you? We're trying to get
Sure,
over
sure.
there.
Absolutely, yeah. In maybe 5 minutes or so, a rowboat comes over, and it has enough room for all of you and your luggage to come over, and that's really it.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I am starving. I could go for a crab sandwich or a spinach and crab dip, or I don't know, maybe some crab
Or
rangoons.
Sounds a
something
bit
other than
heavy for
crab.
brunch.
The rower of the boat helps you get all of your things in and begins rowing you in. His back is ripped as heck, and he gets you over there in no time. And Docs helps the ladies out first, helps the gentleman out second, and then he starts rowing back to the other side.
Thanks.
As you all kind of look around and get your bearings about you, you notice that Patty is on a cliff looking down with binoculars at you.
All right. What? This lady is really starting to creep me out. Her and her son. This
Yeah,
is
it's family.
As soon as she sees that you guys see her, she just drops down to her stomach. Like that's going to help her not be seen.
okay. I'm doing the thing where like I put my two fingers to my eyes and then I put them back in her direction. Like, I see you. Like, we still know you're there.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, her sister Nancy had a thing for these cliffs too.
What are you
Boo.
talking about?
Oh,
Shit.
I forgot that was the same last name.
Oh, God bless it. It is the same last name. That's
Yeah.
bullshit, V. I demand a
Holy
change.
fuck.
I hate it.
I hate it. I would like to take this moment to ask if anyone remembers what Nancy's middle name is.
Patricia.
Patricia.
Patty. Son of a... No,
Oh.
I quit. I quit.
How do
I
you
quit.
you weren't drawing? Oh.
What?
I'm so mad.
Oh my god.
How did
I'm
you
very
not
happy,
draw
actually.
these correlations before?
Fuck.
I wasn't thinking back that far.
Cannot escape this.
Everything is
Terrible.
reborn. Nothing is the same. Don't
And we're
worry.
on an island. In
Uh.
an island.
We're on
Hey
an
guys,
island
let's go to the
over there.
library and start reading books out loud. It'll be great.
Okay, but this time, who's gonna fuck in the library? Because, oh wait, we do have a do they, will they, won't they situation. So
Oh boy.
As you all get your bearings about
Wow.
see you this amazing house. It is a 3-story facility. There is an entire wall of windows that go floor to ceiling that look out over the bay. The restaurant is on the north side. The windows are on the south side. And the Jimbo sous chef walks into the restaurant, gives you a really like quick wave goodbye, and leaves you. Beautiful gardens surround the entire facility.
Can I kind of take a closer look at the house and try to determine how old the building might be? Like
Mhm.
based on the architecture or things like that? Do you want me to roll?
Sure.
Architecture?
That is going to be a 3.
And I rolled a 3.
Okay. You can tell that the architecture is from different eras. Some of it is made to look old, and it does indeed look very old. The only reason that you're able to say that it only looks old and is not old is because you know without a doubt in your mind that this was an uninhabited island for a good maybe, well, at least until 7 years ago.
This is some impressive architecture, you guys. I mean, the different styles, it's made to look impressively old, but you know, Darius put a lot of thought into this,
And a lot of money.
right? I
Maybe
Can't
he
imagine.
did sell that device. That would explain a lot, right?
said he wasn't going to. Maybe he changed his mind.
Well, looking around, obviously.
Yeah.
Shit, I feel like Edward's dad would have trouble bankrolling all of this.
Yeah, no, it's
But then
there's
maybe
a
the
lot of
gold
money
thing.
here.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that part was true. Maybe he did find
But he
gold
bought
here.
it, struck gold, sold the gold, and did all this in less than 7 years. Without telling any of us.
Yeah.
It's starting to get weirder and weirder.
Yeah. Maybe we should go inside, see if we can.
Yeah, maybe left us a note. That'd be nice.
And let's drop our luggage off and maybe
Yeah.
relax a little bit too. It's been kind of a long, weird day.
Yeah, no kidding.
Let me know what you do.
I guess we're going to the south side.
Okay. You get to the south side and you see an ornate front door. It looks to be maybe imported from some different place, but it's definitely Asian inspired. It has a lot of really beautiful carvings. It's a big red door. There is no glass in it.
Is there a doorbell?
There is.
I will ring it.
You hear bell-like chimes, but no one answers.
Wait, don't we have the keys?
Oh.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I don't know. This place maybe had a butler. I don't know.
High or low for favorable results?
Is having a butler favorable?
I don't know. You tell me.
Hmm.
Yes, a butler is favorable. Todd
Okay.
needs a butler. We're going low on this one.
I want a creepy Ellen.
Oh my god!
I'd like to show you guys what I rolled. if I can do that.
I mean,
Do you
it's
guys
blurry as
see that?
fuck. 0, 0,
Oh.
0.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say technically as low as you could go, but I don't think that's how that works.
The door clicks open. Oh my God. You're finally here.
Hello. My name's Clara. Who are you?
I'm Ruby. Hello.
Hi, Ruby. I'm Todd. How do you know
Todd.
us?
Todd, it's a pleasure to meet you. I am so excited to facilitate any games of Dungeons and Dragons that you may want to play in the residence.
I turn to the crew and I'm like, I like her.
She turns to Clara. Clara, I have cleared a space for you in the sunroom so you can paint. There's a lot of natural light. It overlooks the lake with our natural water features and, of course, beautiful sunsets.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Thank you.
Bellamy, I have so many books that I have pulled out for you. I have a wonderful reading area, a nice writing desk for you. I hope that you'll be excited to settle in to Malsado Lago. And, of course, Edward, I have also put together somewhat of a workout area for you in the indoor pool area. You can swim laps in there, so that should help you maintain your renowned physique.
Thank you. How do you know about all of us?
Darius talks about you all the time.
Well, I didn't mention it to Patty.
He's not on great terms with Patty, so
Wonder why.
she's very nosy.
You're telling us.
Yeah. We picked up on that.
It's actually my job to make sure that they cross paths as infrequently as possible. And if you like, I can arrange that same treatment for you.
I mean, she's been watching us, so I would prefer yes.
Yes, please.
Mm,
That would
no
be very nice
worries.
of you.
Ruby Stanley is on the job.
I'm sorry, Ruby, but Darius didn't tell us a lot or anything about this place.
Right. Why don't let's put down your bags and we'll hop over to the restaurant. We'll grab a bite to eat and I can tell you at least as much as I know and fill you in. How about that?
Oh, that's great.
She sees you to each of your rooms, which have been prepared in a style and fashion that you would enjoy. So, whatever theme or accessories you would want in your bedrooms, bathrooms, those are all provided for you. Um, Additionally, she shows you the full layout of the house. You have an indoor basketball court, you have an indoor pool, an outdoor pool, lots of gardens, and she lets you know that actually Malsado Lago, it's somewhat of an arboretum. So we have the Kemp thorns. You may see them come through, and they do all of the landscaping. Now, currently, they're going to be pulling out all of the fall decor, and they're going to be putting in more evergreens, lots of holiday cheer, because Malsado Lago actually opens up for all of the youth, especially the underprivileged youth, to come in, and Darius treats them to a wonderful Christmas. They have
Oh.
toys that people wish for. But in any event, this is the library. This is part of the old library, and you'll see that there are actually display tables. I would ask that you not touch the displays. They are quite old. In fact, they were found when we were first excavating part of the island, so they are indeed original to the island, unlike a lot of the things here, which are really just made to look like they have been here forever.
So there were buildings here before Darius got here.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
This is all very confusing.
Who lived here before?
Well, we're not sure, but definitely some ancient tribe, it seems.
Huh.
And you mentioned excavations. So how long have you been here with Darius?
I'd say maybe 15, 17 years.
Wow.
Years?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That doesn't add up.
Out of character question. Isn't that even before we all met up?
It is.
Okay.
Wait.
I thought
Wait, guys. Didn't Darius say like he was in an accident or something, and maybe this was from before we met him, and he just was a prick and didn't tell us that he was insanely wealthy.
he said that time out. He had that excuse me, didn't he have that conversation specifically with somebody? Or did we all know it?
Oh, I could have fucked that up.
I think you would have all
Uh,
kind of come to know these things.
Okay. Sorry, I just want to double check.
Okay, you're
Okay.
fine.
So I thought he said, well, he had an accident, but he forgot. He forgot everything.
But-
So
He was pretty young when that happened, wasn't he?
yeah,
Oh,
you-
yes, he was very young when he first lost his memory.
Oh,
Did
and
you,
that was before he met you.
Oh, yes, I believe he was 15, 16 when that happened. That's what he told me. Mhm. Is that not what he told you?
Oh no, I think
I-
that age is about what he told us, but
I feel like he hasn't really told us much of anything, to be honest.
Mhm.
He's gonna
She-
jump out.
Go ahead.
No, that's
She
all.
places a menu in each of your hands and sets you down at a white cloth table. You can order anything you like from the brunch menu, but if there's something that you'd rather have, you can always order off menu as well.
Is it possible to see the menu again? Because I've forgotten where you shared it with us. I'm sorry.
That is fine. I will put it in the chit chat for you.
Sweet.
There you go.
wow, this is a nice menu.
It changes seasonally. Mhm.
Oh. Well, the sweet potato pancakes look amazing.
Oh, they're
So
a favorite.
I think I'll go with that, please.
Uh,
So-
I don't want to be that guy, but I mean, you guys have to have crab.
Oh, yes, Mr. Edward. I'm so sorry. Of course. Darius was very clear in his instructions that we were to bring in crab for you. So the chef has this on hand for you.
Great. Awesome. Thanks, Darius. Always looking out for me.
Ooh, this smashed avocado toast sounds pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's delicious.
I think I'd like to take that.
Is there anything you guys wanted to ask me or?
Well, I guess, where is Darius?
I thought you would tell me.
Ugh.
So he's definitely not here then.
No. All I have was a note to say to expect you. And I only know about you from all of the things that he's told me about you over the years.
Oh, when did you get the note?
The day before yesterday?
Okay.
And how long has he been, I guess, back is the right term with you? Like, these last, what, several years you've been together?
Oh, sure. Well, St. Paxton Island, it seems like time is different here. That's really all I can say.
That's a little vague.
That's really all I can say.
I hit A again to see if she says the same thing again.
Can I assess on
You can assess honesty.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to explain to me how this works again.
Okay.
I have 4 points in it, and I know that. So you're gonna tell me what the difficulty is,
Okay.
and then I have to decide if I want to use a point.
Yes, that's right. And you can use as many points as you want to. So if you have 5 points, you could use 5 points. I would not use 5 points if I were you.
No.
So the difficulty on this is going to be a 5. It is quite difficult. Um,
Okay.
and now you will roll a die 6. You may add a point or however many you want, but you need to specify how many you are adding before you roll.
And I have to, at this point, I need to roll a 5 and above.
That's right.
Okay. So I will go ahead and use a single point. So I have to roll a 4 and above.
Okay. And what are you rolling again? Assess honesty?
Assess
Okay.
So I'm going to change that down to a 3 on assess honesty. I'm going to roll the die. I got a 1. So.
Okay. That's all she has to say about that. And you really feel like she's being completely honest with you.
Okay.
Ruby, I apologize if this is personal, but what was your relationship with Darius?
Oh, strictly professional.
In what capacity? What did you do for him?
Well, I was a facilitator of sorts. I made sure that I had all of his rooms set up for meetings. I would arrange travel, both on and off the island. And of course, all travel on and off the island has to be arranged through Patty. And of course, Darius did not like dealing with Patty, but it is who it is.
If he's the mayor and he, let's say, doesn't get along with Patty, why didn't he just hire somebody else and fire her?
I've asked him this question many times, and his simple response was, she's the right person for the job.
Mm.
Your food comes.
Oh, for the record, Bellamy did not order anything because she's not hungry for
Okay.
emotional reasons, I guess. She's just not up to eating with everything that's going on.
Okay.
And she has a sore throat.
Yeah.
I had that peppermint earlier.
Slightly.
She's full. She's
She
full
good.
from the peppermint.
Well, this food looks amazing.
I rub my hands together. What do I see in front of me?
You see a huge pot of king crab legs and melted butter.
So from a side like bag that I kept with me, I open it up and I pull out like a personalized bib and then a small like leather like satchel, and I unroll it, and within are various tools to eating crab, both cracking and to pull the meat out of the shell. And without saying grace or anything, Edward is just wrist deep in this pot of crab and is smacking his lips away.
Edward, I have only one question.
Mm-hmm.
Are
Yep.
those +3 or +2?
Definitely +3. Cracks the shell. Absolutely. Silvered. Mhm.
Classic Edward.
Well, it's a good thing that some things don't change.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm I'm feeling off, and I just want to lay down and get some rest.
Oh, I'll show you to your room.
Thanks. I'll see you guys in the morning, okay?
Okay.
Sure.
I hope you feel better.
You don't want any crab?
No, thanks. Thanks, Ed. I'll see you guys later.
Ruby escorts you to your room. She closes the door behind her.
I will walk in and take a look at this room that was very clearly decorated and set up with me in mind, knowing that Darius definitely put this effort into this, knowing that I would be here someday. I think she, or I think I'm overcome with emotion. I don't know how to handle it. He's not here. This is all wrong. I don't know one of my best friends, and I'm in a fucking strange place. So I think I'm just going to get into bed, fully clothed still, and cry myself to sleep.
Okay. You do this thing.
Don't. Why are you rolling dice?
Oh boy.
Fucked up,
I
though.
made a mistake.
She's not coming back.
He doesn't wake up.
You wake up
So,
with a knife
no.
in your hand.
Oh no.
Ooh, I stabbed David.
Oh,
He's only wielding a bat. He's defenseless.
One day he was saying in the chat about how he wants to have dinner with me. He's just gonna eye me while I use my knife. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna sit there and I'm just gonna stare you dead in your eyes.
That'll just be like a stare off.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the table,
Oh no.
let me know what's happening. Ruby has stepped away.
are there other like attendants or employees around?
Yes. There's a waiter that will come by every now and then and refill drinks, but the restaurant itself is closed, so.
And as I look around, you said it's just like just decadent decorations, white
Mhm.
tablecloths, open, like kind of a open room.
Yeah.
Um, shoot. Oh, well, that was good. I don't know about you guys, but I am stuffed. What do we
Yeah.
do now?
You know, I was expecting this to be a big joke. I don't think it is. I think something terrible has happened.
Oh, don't say that.
Well,
This
he's
is
just gone, right? I mean,
but he's not the type of person to keep things like this from us, let alone the way he literally disappeared. Something's wrong. Something's wrong.
Oh,
No one else knows what the heck's going on. Ruby's been here for 17 years and knows everything about us. Wouldn't she know that he's only known us for half that time? I just, oh,
none of it makes sense. None of the timeline makes sense for how long things have been here. Like,
I don't
she
know.
did say time was different here.
Yeah, that's what everybody's
Yeah,
been
why-
saying, but
what does that even mean? I mean, time is time. It can't be different.
yeah, it's based off the speed of light anyways.
That doesn't make
Well-
sense to me, but okay.
It's
I mean,
constant.
I mean, yeah, it's constant. I mean, like, time flies when you're having fun. There's a lot of really cool things here, so maybe it just feels different, but
Yeah, it's like a permanent vacation mode. Time just flies. I'm sure that's all they meant. It's too weird to consider the alternatives.
but then how
What-
have there been buildings over here and the divine bovine? How is that here?
I don't know. We're gonna have to
Makes
check
no
that
sense.
out.
Oh, we should probably go start there. I mean,
Well,
if Leo's
no,
here,
we need to start at the library. There's obviously going to be
Ugh.
records. I mean,
But
I feel like we could probably get a lot more information straight
well,
from the source.
if Leo's here, we know him. We could trust him, and surely he could explain things to us.
Well, do you not? I mean, okay, so like, let's say Patty. I'm a little bit on the fence,
I don't
but
trust Patty.
Ruby
No.
obviously does not mean us any ill will, and she doesn't know anything. I mean, she knows a lot of what's happening, but you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't think anybody here is going to understand what we're asking.
Yeah.
yeah,
you make a
but
good
it's
point.
we haven't met anybody we know. I mean, if Leo's here, then we should be able to get some kind of information from him. Hey, look. How about you go check out the library and I'll go talk to Leo and we'll just meet back up here. I mean, they said the ferry comes every 20 minutes. It shouldn't be that difficult.
Well, yeah. Well, just make sure you're back here before 5. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to row out to get you, and I don't think I'll move as fast as that guy.
Wait, the ferry stops at 5?
That's what the guy
Yeah,
said.
that's. I mean, I didn't know
Oh.
if it paused at 5 or if it just stops for the night. I assumed it stopped for the night.
I take a look at my watch. What time is it?
It's 2:30 p.m.
And has time been tracking like normal for me? Like when I periodically look at my watch, it seems like it's on track.
Yeah.
Well, it's 2:30 right now. I mean, that gives me a couple of hours. It can't be that far.
Yeah, I'll help out at the library with Todd because maybe we'll need both of us to look through.
Okay.
You know, cover more
Um,
ground that way.
well, I'm
Guys, you know what we're doing?
Oh my God, Todd.
what?
We're splitting the party.
We're not playing D&D, Todd.
This is real life, man.
I don't know.
What do you
We're in the middle of a fantasy island. Where
What do you
time's
think? I'm gonna get
different.
waylaid by a bunch of evil dwarves that are trying to prevent me
No.
from learning how to read good?
Well, that should probably happen to us at the library, but
That's okay. I'll just turn
Oh.
into a mist and we'll be fine.
Oh, Moonflower.
Moonflower will turn into a mist.
Hey, I know this is kind of like weird, but maybe later we could all just play some D&D and relax a little bit. There's just been so much
Ugh.
going on, and I don't know.
Sounds
it might
really
be a
good,
idea.
actually.
I think Bellamy's taking this really hard.
Yeah, I'm a little worried
Yeah.
about her.
Maybe one of us should go check on her. I don't know. Maybe she
Let's-
just needs to be
let's
alone.
give her some time.
Yeah, let's go do our research. We'll come back and we'll check on her when we get back.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take some of this to go because it's amazing. And grabs 2 legs, just hands dripping with butter, and he grabs his like little satchel kit, puts it in his back pocket, and just starts walking out of the restaurant.
In no time, you make it to the ferry.
And is the ripped back guy there?
Yes.
I jump in the ferry.
He rows you to the other side.
Hey, so are you like the ferry? Like, is this all you do? You just row back and forth all day long?
Yeah, that's what I do most days.
Oh, well, what do you do on other days?
Exercise.
Oh, makes sense. Well, there's a pretty sweet gym in there, and maybe later on we could work out together, and you could show me some of the tricks,
Oh,
the
sure.
trade.
Yeah, my name's Henry.
Oh, Henry, I'm Edward. Nice to meet you. Hey, can you point me in the direction of the Divine Bovine? It's a burger joint.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you want, you can just grab a bike right there, and it's just maybe 1.5 kilometers to the west.
Kilometers? Is that like miles?
Yes.
Oh, well, anyways, I could just take this bike. It doesn't belong to somebody.
Well, we all share.
What What do you mean?
It's a sharing economy. If you need it, you take it and then you just bring it back.
Huh.
There's bikes all over.
Okay. Well, I guess I will share this bike and I'll bring it back.
Okay, Edward.
And I do so. I will hop on the bike and head towards the Divine Bovine.
Okay. You hop on this bike, you get to the Divine Bovine. Nothing seems amiss while you are there.
In regards to like just
I'm
the
sorry.
overall aesthetic.
Yeah, nothing seems amiss on your way to the Divine Bovine.
Got
Sorry.
it. Do I see people just milling about? I mean,
Oh,
is it
yeah.
fairly
It's
inhabited?
fairly active. You are on a public trail. So this is a public biking trail and it takes you basically wherever you want to go. Now, there are a lot of trees on the island. So you are navigating in and out of just forest essentially, but it is all well maintained. And you'll see other bikers, pedestrians out and about, and you go into a small strip. When you get there, you have to get off of your bike because it's walking only, and you are now on a river walk. The river walk is basically just an area that has these paddle boats on it, and people are paddling around. And there are restaurants that back up to the river. There's seating all along. And I mean, it's just as far as you can see, restaurant after restaurant. None of these are chain restaurants. They're all really small mom and pop restaurants. It's very boutiquey.
I kind of just soak in all the sights, and if people walk by, I kind of like nod my head in a greeting, and I try to locate the Divine Bovine.
Okay. You have a little bit of trouble finding it at first, but you pass several taverns. Each of these taverns is named after a tavern that you have encountered in a play session of Dungeons and Dragons. You finally come to the Divine Bovine.
And does it look like the Divine Bovine that I'm used to?
Yeah, it looks very similar.
I open the door and I enter.
Edward! I haven't seen you in so long.
Leo, you are here.
In the flesh.
What are you doing here on St. Paxton Island?
Well, as you know, when your dad closed the resort, I needed another way to find income. Most of the people have been coming here now instead of, over to Northview. And well, I hate to abandon the town. My grandmother grew up there, but there was just no more money there. And Darius offered to move me, the whole establishment, over here. Built it. It looks exactly the same as what it was in Northview.
Real quick, out of character, was I aware of the resort closing?
No.
So this maybe have happened fairly recently in the last year or so, and just kind of just wasn't mentioned to me by my father or
Yeah,
his
just wasn't
attendants.
mentioned. Mm-mm.
Okay. Wait, what do you mean the resort is closed? Why hasn't he said anything about this?
I don't know. I thought you knew.
How long have you been here, Leo?
Oh, maybe 4 years or so?
4 years?
Yeah.
Oh, Leo, I don't know what's going on. I feel like I don't know anything anymore.
Edward, sit down. Sit down. He shows you to a booth.
take a seat.
He takes your hands in his. You don't look well.
I don't feel well. I mean, Darius disappeared, and I
What?
mean, yeah, you didn't know?
No. What do you mean he's disappeared?
I don't know. We were all hanging out, and we were talking over that thing that he has with like I don't know, the video camera phone thing, and he disappeared right before our eyes. And the last thing he said was to come find him. And we got these ferry passes, and we just arrived today. And I don't know, this whole island, it wasn't here. And look, everything is here now. I just,
Oh,
I don't
Leo,
know, Leo. What is going on?
listen. I thought the exact same thing when I moved here. You know, my whole life, this island was nothing but a swamp. It was garbage. But something happened, Edward, and I've heard that Darius has become extremely wealthy. Wealthy enough to move mountains, I guess. But all of this is from that investment. And I mean, every day there are investors that come over, there are developers that come over, contractors. They're always building. It seems like there's no end to the money. And I just don't know how it happened as quickly as it did. But I mean, if you have enough money, I guess you can do anything, right?
I I guess, but why didn't Darius ever tell us about any of this? I mean, we all lived together for years, and I just feel like I didn't even know him.
Wait, stay right here. And Leo hops up. As he hops up and walks to the back, you notice that you haven't seen him in many, many years. And you see that nothing about him has changed. He's still extremely spry, in very good health. He comes back and he has this large document, probably a good, 75 to 100 pages. And he says, this is the and he opens it up. I know it's in here. Hold on. Can't change the front yard. No. There it is. Look here. And he points to a paragraph and shows it to you. And in the contract, residents are explicitly forbidden to tell you, Bellamy, Clara, or Todd anything about St. Paxton Island.
Wait, what is this?
Look, I think this was all supposed to be a surprise for you four. I don't think you're supposed to be here yet. Look, I mean, look out there. And he points in the direction of the ski resort. They're still building. Like I said, Edward, I think you're here, but way too soon.
I don't know what to say, Leo. I don't know what's real. I don't know what's not. I'm just looking for Darius, and I don't know. I just
Listen,
want to know what's going on.
trust your friendship. That's the best advice I can give you.
I appreciate that. And I've always trusted you, Leo, and I appreciate that. Well, I better get back to my friends and let them know everything you just told me, and
Sure.
just
Look, where are you staying? You can stay here with me, you know? You don't have to be alone and in a bed and breakfast. You can be here with me. All of you.
Oh, I'll let them know. We're kind of staying at the Marsata Lago.
Malsado Lago, yeah. Okay. So you're with Darius then. Well, at his place.
Yeah, I guess he left notes for various people, and we were given keys to his estate, and Ruby's kind of just helping us out and putting us up in the lodgings that Darius set up for us.
Ruby.
Yeah, Ruby, his, I don't know, personal assistant or butler, really friendly gal.
Hmm. I guess I never met her.
What about Patty? Do you know Patty?
Ugh, Patty.
Y-
The
Yeah,
manager of the business center, of the
yeah.
visitor center.
That, that's exactly what she sounds like. That's pretty good, Leo. Yeah. Um, well, look, I should probably get going. But we'll stop back by, and I'm definitely gonna get one of our those famous burgers.
Of course. I missed you guys a
I missed you
lot.
too, Leo. You keep that grill hot for me, all right?
I will. He stands up, gives you a hug, and a wave as you leave.
And I jump back on the bike and head back.
Okay. As you do, you see some of the groups that are getting ready to be in the parade lining up. So there's some marching bands, uh, Girl Scouts, just different associations. The quilting bees, they're all dressed up like little bees, and it's very bee punny. You get back to the ferry, and Henry lets you on board.
So, Henry, how long have you been here?
Oh, I was born on the island, so
Oh,
26 years.
wow. Have you ever been off the island?
Yeah, many times. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
What, to
went
like
to
Northview or
to Northview, to oh, where was it? What's Northview? No, then I went to the Bay Area, uh, and then I went to the Disney's, and I've been to uh, the one with the spurting up little hot water.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, we're here.
I appreciate our talks, Henry. I'll be back, don't worry. You keep that boat rowing for me.
Will do, sir.
I will head back to the rest.
Okay. Meanwhile, in the library.
Oh, okay, Todd, what are we looking for?
Well, there's got to be some sort of history of the island, or maybe, I don't know, something about the construction of everything here. There's just no
Okay,
way
so
they don't have books on
history.
something, right?
Yeah, maybe there's a local history section.
As you make your way through the library, you see a desk, and it looks to have a scattering of notes on it. Some of them look like research notes, some of them look like ideas for potential businesses, um, some of them look like character sheets, but one of them in particular is of interest to you. It is a letterhead that is from Darius. And you may go to the website I just provided and click on DHC 1.
Wait, where was that?
In the chat.
Ah, thank you.
It's happening.
We must have done something right.
DHC1. Oh boy.
Okay, and let me know when you have that pulled up.
I've got it up.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. You see on it the same bird that's on the back of your keychains. And if one of you want to find that and read it, let me know.
I can do that. Friends, it's been 4 years since I've been... It's been 4 years since I've seen any of you in person. I figured it was a good time to put some truths to paper in case I ever disappear. Look, there isn't really an easy way to say this, but I've left a lot out of our conversations. Specifically, I've left out my home, St. Paxton. After graduation, I was pretty blue. You all know that my breakup was devastating, and seeing you all leave, well, it was hard. I knew that I needed to dive into another project like I had with school. I wandered around Northview, but honestly, the place had lost its luster for me. What is a place without friends? And then the rest of the page is marked through and scribbled over. The words are not legible.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe he kept all this from us. I mean, we could have helped him get through something. We could have called more.
But I mean, he was working so hard to keep all of this a secret. Then why'd he disappear?
Oh. I don't know. Like you said, maybe it had to be something bad that happened.
Here, hang on a second. I've got a plane flying overhead. I know we can't use that.
Do you guys want to try and find any additional letters?
Yeah, I would probably shuffle through the papers on the desk to start with.
You don't find anything additionally there. You do find a small key.
Does the desk have any locks?
It does not. The key has an engraving on it of a small leaf.
Does the cutting of the key match any of the keys on our key rings?
It does not. It's very small. It looks like it could be almost a safe key.
I will look around. Are there any pictures or things on the wall?
As you finish going around the corner of where all of the stacks of books are, so you walk through probably 7 or 8 really, really tall shelves for all of the books. A lot of them are fictional. A lot of them have history, but not necessarily history of St. Paxton Island. As you round the corner, you see 5 paintings. I'm sorry, you see 6 paintings on the wall. Each of them is a painting of your D&D characters. And there is a large, just like ornate table with 5 chairs. And then there's a couple of chairs in the corner of the room, but it looks like this was meant to be some sort of hall for you and Darius to play D&D together. There is one thing out of place, a painting that you don't quite understand. There is a woman that's painted, and beside her is this really large dog. She's not an NPC. You don't recognize her.
How large are these paintings?
They're probably, let's see,
I mean,
five
just
feet.
like oh, okay, so fairly large.
Large.
Yeah, they're the size of a human.
Okay.
When Darius disappeared, did we see the dog or we just heard a dog?
You only heard the dog.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can like move the painting, like swivel it on the hanging point.
Oh, sure. Which one?
The one with the woman and the dog.
They are all clearly affixed to the wall.
Okay.
Is there anything I can help you with? Ruby chimes in.
Oh,
Oh, good timing, actually. Do you know who this woman is?
I don't.
And Darius had a dog somewhere?
No, I've never been instructed to pick up after a dog.
huh.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a little offended he didn't commission me to paint our characters, but this is all very confusing. Do you help work at the library too, or are you just
Oh, I'm
checking
just
in on us?
anywhere that you need me to be.
Huh. That's very helpful.
And
That's what a personal assistant is for.
Oh,
so this area was for D&D playing, right?
Well, it hasn't been used as such, but yes.
so do you know, are there any books in the library on like the local history or
No, all local history books are in the main St. Paxton Library.
Oh, that would make sense.
oh,
This is a private library.
was this the library that had like artifacts, things that we shouldn't touch in it, or was that the other library?
Yes.
Okay. Um,
Oh, I did want to see those. Where are they on display?
Oh, Ruby walks around and shows you several pieces of pottery. There is a big case that I can't remember what this case is. It's a display case in a library that shows kind of a big map of St. Paxton Island as it is currently. Then there's another one that shows what Darius found when he was here. And it all does look like forest and swamp, some mountain, of course. And in the center of that is a glowing orb. And then there's another table that shows the future of St. Paxton Island, which has a lot of the buildings that are under construction completed. The whole resort is completely finished.
what's the glowing
Yeah, that's
orb?
what I was just gonna say.
You hear Edward come in the door.
Oh, there you guys are.
Oh boy, that was quick.
Man, hey, check
Yeah.
this out.
What is that?
I don't know.
Like a 5-year plan.
Huh.
The glowing orb actually represents the gold that was found on St. Paxton Island.
Oh.
As you can see, more than a third of St. Paxton Island was a big lump of gold.
Wait, what? A third of the island was
Yes.
essentially a gold vein?
Yeah. In fact, the reason that we have the bay itself is because all of it was excavated. This was the only area that Darius didn't excavate.
Oh my God, that is a lot of gold.
Yes. Well, if you need me, I'll be around.
You live on the premises, right?
Yes, of course.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for your help, Ruby.
Of course.
Does she walk out of the room?
She does.
Hey, guys, come over here.
Yeah.
So I met up with Leo,
Oh shit, he
and
was there?
yeah,
Good.
he's been here for years. And I guess like Darius invited him over to, I don't know, run his business here, but that's besides the point. He didn't know who Ruby was, which I found odd, but he knew who Patty was, and he finds her annoying as well. Um, and he also had this contract, and on the contract, it specifically stated that anybody that resided here was not supposed to communicate with us about the island.
What?
What?
Yeah, it had
That's
all of our names.
that's
Weird,
odd.
right?
Check out this letter we found.
Oh
It's-
yeah, this is.
uh,
I hand him the letter.
I'll read it in its entirety.
Okay.
Oh, wow. I guess everything is being made for us.
What, like
Yeah,
the
you should
town?
see these pictures.
Oh, snap. Sir Sortalot. And Moonflower.
Moonflower, yeah.
And this chick with the dog.
Oh. Wait, who's
Ruby
that?
didn't know who it was either. We don't know. And then we asked Ruby about the dog. She says there's no dog.
Wait a minute. Didn't Darius used to talk about like the big breakup, the girl that broke his heart, or before we met him? Do you think that could be her?
I mean, it could,
I
but
don't.
it kind of doesn't fit the theme.
Yeah, if he's putting a
Oh.
bunch
Well,
of pains
wouldn't you
as
put that in your-
friends, why?
Bedroom?
Oh, she broke
Oh.
his heart. Why?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm just
Include her at all.
saying. It's like, oh, hey, this is some fantasy characters and this backstabber. I don't know. It just seems weird. I guess she's a rogue.
Oh, God. I don't know, man. None of it makes sense.
And Clara found this key.
Yeah, I don't know where it goes to though.
I
Did
look
any-
around. Is there anything that is small or anything along those lines that key might work towards? A desk, a drawer?
The cases
As-
themselves.
As you
Hmm.
look at the key and you see the little leaf on it, you immediately remember that you passed by a living wall as you came through. So the front door opens to this huge atrium, and there's this big wall of just plant life, and it very much resembles one of the dominant plants on that wall.
Wait, that leaf on the key. Didn't we pass by like a atrium? There was a wall with a bunch of plants and stuff on it.
Oh,
Maybe that's associated to it.
Hey,
I
let's
mean,
check
look,
it out.
it's worth a try.
Yeah.
Well, should we wait for Bellamy for some of this stuff?
We could
I
check on
just
her, see how she's doing.
I don't want to leave her alone for too long.
I mean, it's only been, well, out of character, has it been like an hour or two?
It's been about 2.5 hours.
So it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she's had some time to herself. I mean, maybe we should go check on her and make sure she's okay.
Yeah, we can let her know what we've learned and see if she wants to come check out the key with us.
I also feel like we should stay together until we really know what's going on here. I mean, look, I hate to say it, but we don't know if we could trust anybody. I mean, there's a lot of weird things going on.
Certainly not the Caldwells, am I right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
that's a
find
good
it
point.
I find it odd though that Leo didn't know who Ruby was. I mean, seems like everybody knows everybody here, right?
That's true. And Leo would have talked to Darius a lot. So
And she's been very friendly and helpful, and I don't know.
Well, I mean, what exactly are you getting at? I mean, not trust her how? Is she gonna try to kill us?
oh gosh.
I mean, it
wouldn't-
could be the money, right? All the gold. Maybe she knocked Darius over.
Todd. Don't
I mean,
even say that.
It makes sense.
Ugh.
It's a lot of gold.
Well, before we jump to conclusions, let's go check on
Yeah,
Bellamy,
let's-
and we'll take one thing at a time.
I'm going to hop in the restroom real quick and I'll be right back.
Okay. I will be right back as well.
All right, Steph, it's up to you and me to entertain everybody.
Oh, okay, well, no pressure.
All right. So what do you think?
Ugh.
I think Ruby killed Darius. He's after his wealth, and she's gonna kill us.
Yeah. Well, because I'm sure there's a will, and we're probably listed to inherit everything, so she'll want to kill us too.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, maybe she'll forge a new will so that she inherits it all.
Do you think Darius is like a special type of being, like a god or an alien? Because like, don't you remember he was like sparkly at first, like when we first met him or something like that?
Is he sparkly?
Oh, I don't remember. I feel like
Oh.
something, or like there was something about him that was like supernatural.
I mean, he's got a godlike body.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Other than that, yeah.
Built like a god. um,
But okay, how about this though? When Bellamy first meets Darius, they're underwater, but they're like communicating to each other, and they're like in a different place, right?
Mhm.
yeah.
And so
But
he's like,
she doesn't remember that, right?
No, because he told her that she couldn't.
Okay.
interesting. So then does he have the power to like manipulate people's minds? I mean, for maybe the better good, right? So
Yeah.
he has like telepathic or
I think-
whatever powers.
He's definitely more than human,
Yeah.
without a doubt.
I think he has a lot of powers.
And didn't we hear dogs when he disappeared?
Was it
Yeah,
multiple dogs or one dog? I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
I think it was one.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think the line was something like, "I didn't know you got a dog."
maybe a correlation with the picture, the person we don't know, and this dog.
Hmm.
What else?
Brain.
Hmm. There's a lot. There's
Yeah.
a lot going on. Shh, she's back.
Oh shit! Stop talking about
Wait,
it.
hasn't she
From
been back
outer
a little while
space.
ago? Guys, obviously Ruby did it in the Arboretum with a short sword.
Oh, he solved it.
You always win.
Yeah,
I'm not playing with you anymore, Tom.
classic time.
I feel like you set up like the little pouch with the cards and
Stack the
you
deck.
cheat. Yeah.
Okay, where were we?
Hey, so let's go check on Bellamy and see how she's doing.
Yeah, good idea.
Oh, but where is she?
Oh, we got a tour.
Where's Ruby?
Oh, I can help you.
Uh,
Wait, were you there the entire time?
No,
hoot
I
at
just sensed that
Halloween.
you needed me, and I came down the stairs.
It's
You just
uncanny.
sensed that?
Everybody kind of has that type of.
Sixth sense.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Can you show us to where Bellamy is? We wanted to check in on her and
Not
make
get
sure she's
lost.
okay.
Give me just a sec.
Just trying to figure out how dead Bellamy is.
I know. I'm worried.
Dead as fuck.
Who doesn't
No.
lock the door behind them in a
I've been
Random
re-rolling a
place.
character
She
this
couldn't
whole
see.
time.
Her eyes were blurry. There was so much dust in the room.
Hi, I'm Relamy. I'm Darius's sister.
No. I'm Bellamy Jr.
Oh yeah.
That's how I do it.
I'm here to avenge Bellamy's death.
and Claire is your mom.
Um,
Or dad? I don't know.
I don't know how it happens.
All right, and here we are. These are Miss Bellamy's quarters, and you hear her knock on the door. Hope she's up from her nap.
Come in.
I'll open the door and go in.
Hey, Bells,
You see a
decent?
room. You see a room that is very Bellamy.
Actually, I have a description if you want me to give it.
Perfect.
Okay. So when you walk in, you will notice that the walls are light blue and there are white billowy curtains on the windows. There's a large bed. There's a tiny little corner area where there's an oversized, comfy chair and two smaller bookshelves that have various books on it. And Bellamy is sitting in a window nook, actually, with a bunch of pillows popped up behind her back, and she's working on a crossword puzzle.
Wow.
Hey guys.
Bells? How you feeling?
You know, a lot better. I think I really just needed the alone time to, I guess, process everything and just learn a little bit more about our surroundings and everything. Like, it's been really good, and I appreciate you guys giving me the time I needed.
Of course. I'm glad you're doing better.
Yeah, it's been a good couple days.
Well,
What?
couple hours, you mean?
No, it's been a couple of days. What have you guys been up to?
Wait.
What?
I look
Bellamy,
out a
it's-
window.
That's funny, Bells. Because nothing makes sense, so you're just playing a joke.
You guys
Good.
are acting really weird.
You're kind of the one
Well,
acting
you're
weird. It's
bringing
been
it
like
on,
a couple
sister.
couple hours, right? Maybe 2.5 at the most.
Guys, no. I've been pretty much locked up here. Just keeping to myself and reading a couple of things and doing some crossword puzzles, and actually I spent some time in the kitchen and I cooked a couple of meals. I left the leftovers in the fridge for you guys, but I didn't. I just needed space.
Bells, like
What?
I have a very unique sense of humor, but this is ceasing to be funny.
Okay, look.
You're very serious. You're very good, but enough. Really.
We didn't like we went to the library and Edward went to Divine Bovine and then we're like, yeah, we've given Bellamy a couple hours. Let's go check on her. And that's it.
Mm, okay. Well, hold on a second. Okay, fine. I'm not sure what you guys are going on about, but I can prove it. I can prove that it's been days and not hours. So why don't we all take a trip downstairs to the kitchen and I will show you all of the leftovers because if you guys have not been eating them, then a lot's in there. So come on, and I
Sure.
will lead them down to the kitchen without hesitation.
You notice that Bellamy has a familiarity with the house that you don't quite have yet. So it looks like she's been walking the halls a little bit longer than you have. She takes you over to the kitchen, opens the fridge, and
Do you see? There's at least 4 meals here. I figured I
I'm
couldn't keep going over to the restaurant and bothering them for food. I don't want to bother them constantly, so I whipped up some stuff here.
I'm so confused. How is this possible? Like you're being serious. You didn't just come cook a bunch of stuff and then go
Oh
back
no,
up to your
look.
room.
If you look at the top, I've put tape on it with dates so that we'll know when it goes bad.
Ugh. This doesn't make any sense. Nothing here makes sense.
Is Ruby still around?
Who are you asking?
V.
Okay.
she's not here currently.
I put out a feeling of needing her.
Edward! Wait until you're alone, man.
Oh no!
All right, let me redact that. Let me take that back.
Oh.
Bellamy, it's literally been like 2.5 hours. It,
Okay.
I saw Leo, and there's some things we need to discuss with you.
Okay, but I need you guys. Look, this situation is already really difficult. I'm processing it as best that I can, but I can't. We we can't we can't joke about things right now. I can't take the three of you working together to pull a prank anymore
Bells,
because
I'm not joking. We're not.
Oh, I would not do that
Just-
to you.
Look, that's
Ruby.
even too far for me.
Look,
Ruby,
Yes?
thank you. Can you explain to them that we've been here for a few days, please?
Of course. As I said before, time is different here.
Bells,
that,
look at my
that's not helpful,
pants.
Ruby.
Do you see the stain? Do you really think I'm gonna wear the same stupid pants that I should have changed out of already?
For a goof? Look, I don't know how to explain it to you
Look,
guys, but I have definitely, in all seriousness, crossed my heart. I would never lie to you guys about this. I've
I
been here for
trust-
days.
I trust you, Bells. Maybe maybe we can prove to you that our story's true too. And then it doesn't make sense, but like this food here is here. So you were here for what, 2 days? So let's find a way to show you that it's still the same day for
Wait, when
us.
I went to go see Leo, They were putting the parade together. Remember what they said?
Right.
They're gonna have like a
Fireworks
I don't
show.
know, a
Yeah,
lighting
let's
ceremony or something like that.
let's go see the
Oh,
parade.
let's go to the parade.
Yeah, Ruby,
let's-
why don't you come along?
Yeah.
Sure.
You able to come with us?
What do you mean?
Are you able to leave the house, the residence?
I'm not a slave here, of course.
Right.
That's a
I mean,
weird
that's not what
question.
I
I've
meant.
never
weird
wanted to leave
retort.
before, and that's why I haven't. And when I want to, I will. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
then
How old
let's
is
all
Ruby?
go.
Come with us.
Old enough.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Well,
God.
Todd,
No.
age is also different here.
No, I was asking V, not an
Oh.
in-character question. No,
Ruby
because she
appears
was-
to be
Yeah.
Ruby appears to be in her early 30s.
Okay. It was that very fiery youngster voice
Mhm.
and tone that I was like, whoa. I
So-
was getting
She was
looking
getting
for V.
heated, man.
Ruby, you should go get a coat and meet us outside near the ferry.
Okay, I will do that thing if I have a coat that I feel like wearing.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, what
We
the fuck
should-
is happening?
I can.
She's never
don't
left
know.
the
Let's just-
house?
Let's go outside.
Yeah.
Guys, we
I
need
have
to
some
not talk in this house. We need to have like a code for like
We need
arboretum or something. We need to
fresh air.
fresh air.
talk out by the roses, you know what I'm saying?
As you are leaving the house, you see a switch by the light switch. It is red, and it is in the on position. And above it, there is a label, Ruby.
What does that mean? Why does she have a light
So-
switch? Is that like for her special
What?
door that she lives in?
This is what I was going to mention. I think she is an AI.
A what?
Like
A what now?
I don't think she's human or
She looks
real.
human?
Yeah, but Darius does a lot of really great and crazy things, and I think he created himself a companion.
No.
Wait.
Like a not a but like, somebody to talk to only companion.
What happens
What do you
if
have
we
know what that
flip the
is?
switch?
Well, Ruby,
Yes,
okay.
I'm getting my coat.
Can you just come here for 1 minute, please?
Sure. She comes in with two different coats, a red coat and a blue coat.
I'm very, very sorry. I flipped the switch off.
What?
Does anything happen? Disco ball comes out of the ceiling. I'm like, oh, Darius.
Darius comes down on a platform, confetti.
Well, Kenny G starts playing.
So I was thinking red because I'm
Hey,
Ruby, and it's
Bella.
also a festive color. But blue is also a festive color, so I was a little confused. But you know what? Let's take a vote. Who votes for red?
I switch it back on.
Ruby, what does this light switch do?
Oh, that turns the lights on and off to my apartment just over there. See, when you turn it on, then the little path lights are on. And then when you turn it off, the path lights go off. It's to save electricity.
I just look cross at Bella.
Okay, so votes for red coat.
Red coat,
Red,
for sure.
red. Yes.
It's practically your namesake.
You're right. Why do I even have a blue coat? And she puts on the red coat. Let's go.
I
Okay.
will open the door and hold it open for everyone.
I will step outside.
I will wait until Ruby goes outside.
She walks outside.
I will follow behind her.
And I'll walk out with Bellamy side by side. So, wait, what do you mean AI? Like, she's like an Australian international or something?
No. I think she's artificial
Like in
intelligence.
sci-fi
I don't.
books.
Yeah, I just. She's always there when you call for her. Like, she just pops up out of nowhere. I don't
Maybe
think.
she's just really professional. I mean, to
Hmm.
the creepy level.
Well, I was gonna say it's a little, you're lurking around every corner, but how is that?
Well,
I
I don't
don't
know.
know.
Patty and Devin seem to pull it off.
They're
That's
pros
true.
at
Maybe
it.
everyone here is artificial.
I mean, maybe I'm
Oh.
grasping at straws. I'm just looking for answers, I guess. So,
Maybe they're all made out of gold.
Huh. Well, there was a lot of gold.
a lot of gold.
Oh,
As you get into the
Oh.
boat is now rowed by a different person.
Where's Henry?
Oh, he's off tonight.
What? You guys have the same accent, though.
Right, he's my brother.
Oh. What's your name?
My name's Clark.
who's tapping?
Nice to meet you, Clark. How ripped is Clark?
Very.
All right.
Clark takes you across to the town square, and you see lots and lots of vans, people in the streets. People in the streets. Sorry. You see a beautiful parade. And then you all see as a Santa Claus seems to float down from the sky and to the back of the parade. And then you watch it float back up and back down, and all of the kids are going nuts for it. The most authentic Santa you may have ever seen.
Well, Bellamy.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense, but
Well,
here it is.
we did split the party, so
That's what I said.
God.
I guess maybe time is different for everybody. Like, there's no one set speed. There's
Ugh.
You look over, and Ruby is nodding her head enthusiastically, but saying nothing.
Who's tapping? Does anyone else hear that?
Yeah, I hear it.
Do you hear it now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I think.
Okay,
it's your
that's
microphone.
me. It's my mic.
Oh.
Oh, my pop filter is against my thing.
Oops.
Ugh. That might make for bad audio.
Well,
Did
it
we
only
record
very
some of it?
recently
It
happened.
wasn't very long, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Tell me if you hear that again. I'm going to not touch the desk. Okay.
It's like
You-
it was happening while everybody was talking, so I was like, wait, no one should be doing
Yeah.
that.
You see Ruby nodding enthusiastically but saying nothing.
This doesn't
Okay.
make sense.
I
Listen,
guess.
I need to tell you guys something. Something that I don't want to say, but I need to.
Okay.
I'm quitting.
Wait,
Wha-
quitting what?
What?
It's just weird. I'm sorry. And like working for one person for my pay was like cool. It was a lot of money, you know, but like now it's four people and I'm not making any more money, so it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So, I mean, I hope that you guys have gotten what you need from me, but like I quit.
Whoa,
I'm
whoa, wait,
sorry.
wait. How much money were
Wha-
you making?
Well, I mean like enough to get by. I mean,
I'm sure that Mayor Clara would see it to quadruple your salary.
I also don't want to work for you. Sorry. You guys are a little creepy. You're always talking about me like in hushed tones, but clearly not whispers, and it hurts my feelings. I don't like it.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I wish that you had been more respectful.
You know, our friend disappeared,
So did mine and my
and
boss. And I was still really considerate to you.
mm,
I mean, you were paid to be that way, so let's not get too crazy here.
And
Sure.
see, that's why she's quitting.
Yeah, I'm sure,
Oh.
but that's fine.
Days of insults from Bellamy.
No, no, no. This is one of those things where like Bellamy has just been off this whole time because he's dealing with all of the emotions and shit, because this is not how she usually acts. But like he disappeared. Now Ruby's been here this whole time. She thought she figured something out about Ruby, and now Ruby's just like, fuck you guys, I'm leaving. And Bellamy's just like, fuck it. Everybody's just going, so fucking go. Goodbye.
Look, there's just like one last thing that I need to tell you. Definitely, you need to tell Patty who the new mayor pro tem is, okay? And you also need to check in at the police station because, like, and as a band is passing by, maybe it's just bells. Who knows how words are formed? She leans in and says, "We don't actually have a formal police force here. Uh, Mr. So you just, check in and check the answering machine. Go to any calls that need to be investigated. But really, everyone is pretty much on good behavior. So, but just go check the messages. It'll be fine."
So one of us is supposed to be the mayor, and then all of us are supposed to be the informal police.
Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying go check the messages.
But then work them.
Are there police?
Do what you wanted. Maybe you, as the new mayor, maybe you appoint a chief of police. Maybe you hire police officers.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great first order of business.
Yeah, see, maybe there are different ways to govern.
With
Like
an iron
having
fist.
Oh, I don't like that talk. Okay, well, it was a pleasure meeting all of you. Finally, I was really excited to meet all of you. I hope the accommodations are exactly what you needed. But honestly, I wasn't even supposed to be here. You guys got here a little bit earlier than I thought you were going to, and I just wanted to hang out for a little bit, but it didn't work out, and that's okay. I hope you all have a wonderful time in St. Paxton.
Thank you, Ruby. And I'm sorry about the way we treated you.
I really appreciate that. You know, an apology goes a long way. She gives Edward a hug.
And she feels real, right?
She feels real as heck.
He totally
She
grabs her
feels
ass.
very, very real.
Oh.
She's all there, right? It was a joke. Edward would never do that.
Edward is so respectful.
Todd would.
I don't
Todd
know
is
that
awful.
Todd would go there.
Well, later, friends.
Bye,
And
Ruby.
She hops across the street in between groups. As she does so, you notice that one of the kids from the high school band is looking at you. He crashes the cymbals and then walks past you.
Can we get a description of the kid for later?
Sure. He is in a band uniform. It is blue and white. He is about 6 feet tall. He has a dark complexion, dark eyes, and he has a chin strap on, so it's really difficult to see a lot of his features. But you definitely see his eyes looking at you, and then they quickly dart back away.
Please, symbol. I mean, we should be able to narrow it down.
When you get back to Malsado Lago, do you use the key that you found in the desk?
Yeah, we will fill in
Yeah.
Bellamy on the way
Okay.
with the letter
Yeah, well-
and the key and the divine bovine.
As you get to I guess the middle of this living wall, you see that there's a hole where some ivy is. You can very easily reach through and see that there is a safe there.
How large is the safe?
It looks to be maybe 2 by 2 feet.
I'll try the key and see if it fits.
It does. It opens the lock, and you see inside 3 pieces of paper.
I'll pull them out.
You may now examine clues 2, 3, and 4 in that order.
I'm so excited.
Oh, it's like the same note, but with more.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, and more. And more. I can continue reading if you would like me to. Or someone else give it a shot if they would like.
I can read it since I pulled it out.
Okay.
Let's see, where did we leave off?
Well, I guess you could just go to the
What is-
last one, which has all of it. I don't think it's any different. Yeah, it looks like it's all the same.
Okay.
The other thing we could do, as far as reading it, is have each of us do a different section. Like Mike did the first section, and then one of us could do the second, and then the third, and then the fourth. And then when Hero edits it, he can fade our voices into each other. Unless that's
Oh,
too
that's
much.
cool. Okay, so I'll read the second.
Go
I
ahead.
took out okay. I took out a small loan and rented a boat to take me to St. Paxton Island. Edward was right. The place was not great. Getting there was a journey in and of itself. You see, the island seems to want to protect itself from intruders. The boat and crew that I had rented to take me there warned of the dangers, but I wouldn't listen. I wanted to see this place for myself. We dealt with high swells, rain, the sea, and the sky gave us every reason to turn back, but I refused. As our boat got closer to the island, the waves and the wind drew back their assault. I thought that, at last, we had made some kind of headway, that our bad luck had come to an end, but it was only just beginning.
The water was only still for 1 minute, and then something quite large, hit the bottom of our boat. I looked back at the captain, whose eyes were as big as dinner plates. She said, "Mr. Darius?" And the thing that was hitting the bottom of the boat stopped, like it was listening to us. I think we ought to turn around while we have the... Something dark, like the branch of an evergreen, reached down from the sky above and drove itself through our boat before she could utter another word. The captain, in shock, took a step or two toward me and my torchlight. I saw that whatever it was had sheared off her left arm. Her blood was pouring into the bottom of the boat, which was filling quickly with seawater. The rest of the crew began screaming, sure that we had all sailed to our doom. I kept thinking, no, Captain, I don't think we ever had a chance at all.
I don't know what happened to those poor men and women. 4 of them, but their bodies were never found, mostly because no search party was ever sent for them. I alone washed to the shore again. I found myself laying face down in the wet sand. A few days later, I got my wits about me. My things washed ashore. I made a rather clever sleigh and hauled my things inland. I hate to think this, but I believe the island was sated. I hate to think this, but I believe the island was sated somehow. My friends, should I ever need to leave you and leave St. Paxton in your care, trust that Patty Caldwell... it ends.
Trust that Patty Caldwell will what?
Annoy us
I'll be
to
a
death.
creep.
I mean, they didn't... I know...
And why lock it in a safe? Just... I mean, anyone could have found that key.
This... Oh my gosh, guys. The whole island has been a giant nod to our D&D games. What if he was preparing for an inevitable need to leave and has left us a D&D puzzle to unravel? Because...
And that's what we're going to call it.
Fuck.
Oh.
I got chills.
Dude, it's so fucked up. I swear to
Oh,
God.
it's getting so good.
So, episode 3 and 4, right? Let's go.
That was a
Go
very
to
long
6
episode.
tonight.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. I
Oh,
want to look at
fuck.
those character sheets in the library.
Yeah, what was my dump stat?
All right. Did you guys have fun?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Did you feel like investigators?
Yes, for once. I
Yeah.
felt like I wasn't
Yeah.
going to die.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Yet.
Hey, that's fine.
I thought maybe
You
Bellamy
guys did a
had,
really
though.
good job. Well, Bellamy, don't forget, you are all going to suffer the ill effects of failing your first sanity roll. So
Yeah.
don't forget that those things are coming to you,
Well, some of us.
but all in good time.
Oh my gosh.
Time.
I was gonna say, I'm like,
Time.
and Todd is gonna go to the shitter one time and come out, and it'll be like months later, and I'll be like, what the fuck is happening? The fuck did everybody go?
You can't go to the shitter alone. We clearly
Yeah,
have to stay
clearly.
together
We have a
so
buddy
our time
system.
passes the same.
The interesting thing to me is to figure out whether the group is going to figure out what time is whose timeline is correct. Is there a correct timeline? It's all very
I don't
interesting.
even want to think about it.
And is time even real, or is this all just a big sanity failure?
Mm.
No.
Todd's really just laying in
Oh.
bed, like twitching out. It's all just in his head.
Gosh.
Moral
Todd's
of the
probably
story is
visiting us in an institution.
the moral of the
And
story
he's-
is DMs have really, really deep fever dreams.
Well, guys, it was super fun to play with you. I'll see you again next week with another episode of Cthulhu and Friends.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
I'm so glad we only have to wait 1 week.
Yeah. And I'm stopping.
Yeah.
Boy,
What if
Hero
we're
Cth-
just V's fever dream?
Probably.
No, I'm a real person. I'm not an Australian international. I wasn't sure if we knew what artificial intelligence was because, like,
Yeah,
we
that's
didn't have
why
like
I played it
phones
dumb.
and like, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, this is
Yeah, but we
episode
have
3.
sci-fi.
Yes.
That is episode 3. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, bye, stream.
Oh,
Thanks
bye,
for
stream.
streaming.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.